We back again with another live stream with your girl TinaBling. I told y'all I was coming back because my panels are ready to clean. So we're gonna get that started, and I'm also gonna prep the items I will be needing to season my banh together. So first things first, I am going to sharpen my tools that I will be using for my little fork. So I'm just going to just sharpen my knife. Forever. Oh my god, that apron is so cute. Thank you. It's vintage. This is my great grandmother's. No, my great great grandmother. Not even my great, two greats over apron from Louisiana. Queen of you, huh? And welcome back to the live forever. I went to the grocery store. I got all my ingredients. Okay, we're gonna prep all what I need. Hello, Bradley. Welcome back. Hey, my boo. How are you doing this afternoon? I love you. Thank you for the love. And y'all feel free to like the noise. I want to make sure my knife is really sharp. All right, you can pass through one more time. Thank you for the light. How was your afternoon coming along? How's work? Or whatever you got going on. Maybe it's your off day. I'm not sure. Okay. So my knife is nice and sharp. I have my bowl right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this water. I'm just going to take the panel out the water, and then we're going to start slicing and dicing. One thing with panel, you want to make sure you clean that skin because gotta make sure you clean that skin because it has a lot of hair on it, and you don't want hair in our food. What? I open the door. I ain't opening no door. Don't you see I'm busy? Hey, you want me to go to the door? Yeah. That's not nice. So I'm gonna pick up this panel first. Ugh. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay. Boom. This to the soy. Can I just smoke it from full? Just put it on that tray over there. Just don't want to put them straight directly into the camera. So we have our panel. This is one. We're doing two. So I have a lot cut out for me, literally. Oh, I can't get a bag. Let's get a bag so I can put all my scraps in there. Can I give you my number so we could talk? What are we going to talk about? We can't talk about right here. We're talking right now. We are all here having a kiki while I cook. All right, so let's get cleaning. I'm not going to take off all the fat, but some of the fat that's just sitting there, we don't need that. See, good thing I clean. See, cuts like butter. All right, got flip out now. So what I like to do is use my knife to just take off some of that. See, that's hair. You don't want that in your food. Okay, well, I got my bags ready to. Okay. Ooh. I like to just do it from multiple angles. And just take that hair off. Because they do a kind of decent job at the store. But, you know, ain't no better job than yourself. I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for YouTube. Give us some Q&A so we could key. What is your favorite type of holiday meat if you eat meat? I would say my favorite is ham. I'm not much of a turkey person, but we have switched up our proteins for the holidays, and I think I actually like seafood more on the holidays. I'm scared of you. You got that big knife. I mean, it ain't no reason to be scared of me. I'm just cooking. That's the only thing we use this for. All right, so I'm gonna start taking off our skin cap. Just gonna pull it back a little bit and cut along the meat line. And thank y'all for liking the live. I see we have 2 likes. Thus far. Oh, this panel is kind of fatty. I'm gonna take some of this fat off once I get my skin pulled back. And the reason why we take the skin back is because we want to make sure our panel is nice and seasoned. What are you cooking? This is gonna be a roast pork. Thanks for asking, King, and thank you for liking the live. I'll be the best husband I could be. I guess so. Nick, hello, Nick. Hello, hello. I mean, you'll be a good husband to somebody. You ain't gonna be my husband. But we could be friends, because we all friends on here. And I do like a little bit of meat on it because it helps the skin from burning. Hello, Layla. How you doing? Look good, thank you. Hello. It look good, thank you. Yeah, this is just the beginning. As first, we gotta trim up the fat, pull it back, take off the extra pieces we don't want in our food. You see, like all of this, we want to take that off. Oops, fat burger. You wish. Can friends get each other's number? No, because I don't talk on the phone. Only time I be on my phone keying is when I be coming on here on live. So I can't. I'm not doing that. Hey, you giving me the type of person that just call me out the blue. I'm not gonna answer the phone. Oh, we here having a good time, right? Oh man. Alright, taking some of that off. Like I said, I'm gonna leave a nice little layer, but we ain't gonna leave too much of it. I like to kind of get it off in one piece. Okay, I understand. I still love you. Thank you. Yes, I still love y'all too. I love anybody that come through and support me. That's a Fendi. So after this, I will show you how I prepare my sofrito and my garlic. Because, of course, when you are cooking big meats, you got to add those herbs. I do fresh herbs and dried herbs. So stick around and see how I do that. You see, it's fine if you leave the chunky fat on the skin, because that's only going to help the skin cook better and it adds more flavor. We like flavor over here. This piece of fat is tough. Definitely that tough fat you want to get off, because that's just going to prolong your cooking time. As far as looking good, it's looking good. I just want to get some more of this fat off. Ooh, cut my nail a little bit. Let me be careful. Oh, thank y'all for liking the live. I guess y'all enjoying. Okay. That's good. That's good. I wonder if Frank and Frog and Alisa Lessa gonna come through. Okay. Cut those little pieces off. This piece will come off. And there's no real like step-by-step way of doing this. You just have to kind of fill your meat and, you know, cook it to your preference. Some people like fatty meat and a lot of oil and stuff like that. Me personally, I like a nice balance. I don't like too much. But of course, we don't want our meat to get dry. So you need that. You need that fat. And depending on how you're cooking it too. Because if you're making it on a grill, you actually want to keep more fat on the meat. All right, now I'm just going to tip the rest of that here off, if it is any. And I'm also going to cut open the leg a little bit before I can stick my seasoning in there. It'll be a little bit easier. Damn, it's hard. Gotta be careful. Don't want the knife to go through the skin or your hand. All right. So I just go all the way around. Of course, you want to keep some parts still attached so that the skin doesn't fall completely off. But we want to make sure we get down in there with our knife. Okay. Oops. All right. See, I cut it a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, this looks pretty good. It's not too much fat in there. I'm gonna go ahead and. Should I rinse it? I think I could just do my lemon now. Yeah, instead of putting it in the water and then taking it out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put this in the sink, rinse it off, and then I'll put her back in the pot to soak with the vinegar. Franken Frog, welcome back. How you doing? We are cleaning up these panels. I'm so happy I decided to put them in the water. Oh, and you got me the 5 stars. Thank you. 5 stars, 5 likes. Well, I like 5 stars because I'm a 5-star chick. All right, let me rinse off our panel. I also have these lemons and limes. They're really ripe, so that means that they're super juicy. I'm gonna massage this in and then I want to bring y'all a little closer. Y'all not gonna be able to see me, but I want to see y'all comments. So I'm gonna actually put y'all like right here. I'm gonna put y'all like right here because I know my hand's gonna be a little messy. All right, let's go to the sink. Yeah, I'll keep it in the bowl. This be a little easier. I'm just gonna have to use a plate for my son. So let's rinse. I'll need the knife. Oh, I actually do need the knife. I'll cut the lemon and the lime. I got my lemon. I got my lime. I'm just gonna scrub the skin. We're gonna scrub the top, the inside, the bottom, everything. We're gonna get a nice scrub down. Our lemon and lime. I'm also gonna put some lime in our water. Now you don't have to do this part. If you just wanna throw your panel in the oven with some seasoning, that is fine. That is a-okay, all right? I know people debate if you should clean meat or you shouldn't clean meat or it's spelled in contaminants. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna clean that blood out. The store don't do it enough for me. Personally, I clean up the kitchen after. I'll try to keep this long. Put that in after. Alright, so this is looking about ready. I'm going to turn the water off. I'm going to take it out. Ew. And I'm just going to draw. Oh! Good thing that water did not spill out. I would have been pissed. I'm going to take our panel. I'm going to put it back in the vinegar. I'm going to take our lemons and limes. I'm going to throw that right in there as well. Put this little bit of water on top. Alright. Let me watch right here. Everything gets washed. Even our bottles. Top soap. Alright, one panel is done. Now let's clean up this second one. Just speeds it up just a bit. Let's push this out the way and get ready for our second one. Okay, got my bowl. And let's pull out, this is the 8-pound roast pork. All right, wait, oops, we got to turn her over. Okay. Ooh. Ah, that's 8 pounds. 8 pounds of meat. So y'all see, this one's still a little frozen. But that's fine, we're gonna work through it. So this fat, y'all already know, I'm taking it off. It's so annoying at grocery stores. Like, it's obvious fat that y'all just leave it on there. One, they want it to look presentable too. And of course, the more fat they sell you, the heavier the meat. So they can make more money. Funny thing, I remember growing up, I used to always want to be a butcher. Like, that was one of the jobs I thought about. I used to think it was just so cool on how they used to work that knife. My mom used to take me to this meat market, and them guys used to be back there, and they used to be slicing and dicing. I'm like, that is so cool. Okay, so now, just like our other panel, we're gonna make sure we take off some hair that may or may not be left on your panel. Like I said, you could do this part or you cannot. Listen, I'm just showing y'all what I do. The fact that this pig is going from brown skin, pink skin, dark pink to light pink, that shows me that there's hair left on this pig. You see that? That's hair. We don't want that. I always look at my knife just so I could see there's like some consistency, because then that means that there's more hair. More than likely. And especially on this part and the creases tend to have more hair. All right, let's pull the cat back. I feel like I was on. I feel like I was doing this for a while. Ooh. right, YouTube gave us a Q&A. So the question is, a cool thing about your town. A cool thing about my town. I don't know. It's so much. I'm from Bed-Stuy. So, I mean, just living in a neighborhood that so many people know about, like, all over the world. Like, it always was well known. Like, and also, you know, the houses. I would say that is another thing cool about my town is the architecture. That's like the most cool part about it. But y'all know I love my city. What's the cool thing about y'all town or borough? We got the Loud House, aka the Dome. The Dome, what's that? I don't know. Well, I feel like I'm out the loop. The Loud House. The Dome. The only dome I know is the Superdome. Well, what is that? Like, your entertainment center, like a MSG? And Tom Kenny comes from here, the voice of SpongeBob. Oh, wow. I feel like I've known that. But, okay, I know that's right. But it's like, it's so many people that came from Bed-Stuy. I mean, do I even need today, Mom? All right, we got Biggie. We got, I'm going to just name them just because. Right, we got Biggie. We got Lil Kim. We got Nas. We got Fab. And this is just Bed-Stuy. No Camera from Uptown. We got Chris Rock. We have Spike Lee. Spike Lee, that's Fort Greene, but he's still right there. Whole bunch of artists. Fashion designers. I'm definitely missing some people, but that's just a few I could just name off the top of my head. Yeah, nah, Brooklyn. Oh, Lil Mama, that's Brownsville. Thinking, well, you know Nikki. She from Queens. Hello, Jimmy Harper. Welcome to the live. Welcome back. Feel free to like the live. We could go from 5 likes to 6 likes. Just like it. What am I cooking? I'm preparing my roast pork. So I'm just taking off the fatty patty right now. So yeah, that's the best thing about my town. What's the best thing about your town, Harper? If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. That's just the Q&A we was talking about when you came through. Funny, I just bought one of those yesterday. Yeah, it's the best. Time to buy them. Catch them on this. I'm making 2. Making one for my house and then one for my homegirls' Christmas party. So gotta get a head start. Oops, yeah, come on. Come on, dude. Yeah, I just feel like I have 1 pound of fat on here. They probably about the same size. A lot of restaurants. Yeah. I love me a little good restaurant too. All right, thank y'all for answering the Q&A. I'm about to drop that one and see if they give us another one. Thank you for participating. My little town can be fun sometimes. All right, so you in the state? Are you in the U.S.? Oops. none of my meat off. Mississippi. Mississippi. I don't know why that used to be a flex spelling that word back in the day. Every time I see Mississippi, I always gotta spell it. Oh no. Well, that was a part of a song. KISS, Tracy Sleeping Beauty, Chris Crystalina, Pop-Up, Cigarettes, Mumbles. But I feel like no, it was another game that used to be Mississippi. I don't know. I can't think of the name, the rhyme, the nursery rhyme of the game. Down in Mississippi. You be going over to New Orleans. I feel like every time I go to New Orleans. This time I didn't go because I'm grown and I didn't feel like going on that road trip. I should have went though, because they went to this buffet that's like in the middle of nowhere. Mississippi. But next time I go down there, I'm definitely going on a little road trip to Mississippi and cross over that long bridge. What's the name of that bridge? I know you know, the long bridge is like right on the water. That is the scariest bridge to go over, but it's also fun because it's like, how is this bridge so close to the water? That long stretch, that bridge. Love New Orleans, Atlanta, Texas, yeah. And it's literally right there. You could fly, but if you really, y'all be driving down south, so that's nothing. To just go across real quick. Yes, punch a train. Yes. And I think, now that I'm saying that, I think it is in punch a train. Like, is it in the middle? This buffet, or did it shut down? There, like punch a train. Yup, damn. I sound like my mother. Gotta go out to the punch a train. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Hopefully I slide down there sometime this year. I went to New Orleans. What was that? That was during October. It was really nice. I think I like that time of year going down to New Orleans because it's still like popping. Like, of course, it's always lit, but the weather was really nice. It's in the middle of nowhere. It really is in the middle of nowhere. It takes like 30 minutes to cross, yes. And crossing it at night is even creepier. I feel like I only really crossed it. No. We crossed in the daytime because one time we went to the casino. But then we crossed back. But definitely one way we're definitely going to cross in the dark. And I always laugh when I go down south because I'll be like, it's no way I could drive down here. Alright, so I think this is pretty clean. I don't know, I still was feeling like spikes. Alright. That's as good as it's gonna get right now. I have my lemon and I have my lime. These are very overripe, so that is perfect for cleaning. So I'm gonna go to the sink. We're gonna scrub this down. And yeah, I rode the train across it. That was cool. They have a train? For real? I never knew that. But that's still cool. I don't know, I took a train. They have this train called the Bright Line, the Amtrak. Oh, I would have known. Where did you go? Where you took the train? They have this train in Florida. It's called the Bright Line. It is such a unique experience. Like compared to the Amtrak, like the Amtrak, it's similar to the Amtrak, but it's way more comfy. And it only goes from Orlando to Miami. You get the premium, and they'll give you meals, and you get unlimited snacks. I hope they keep it up. To New Orleans. Oh, nice. Oh, even better. So you don't gotta worry about driving when you get down there. Because I mean, if you staying in the French Quarters, it really don't make no sense to have a car. Because you can walk everywhere. Now you don't have to pay for valet or parking, and you still have to walk. So you're better off just rocking out. Rocking out with the trolleys, taxis, and then cab services. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paneer and I'm going to put it back in this water. And then we're going to clean up our area. Pour this a little bit of water in. I'm going to take my lemons, my limes, and try to squeeze out some of the juices. I should have had my little juicer, but I ain't going to do all that. All right, I can't squeeze that lime. All right, this is all the fat. Where you learn how to cook? Right here in this kitchen with my mother. Right here in this kitchen. She taught me everything. And then, you know, I just never stopped. Never stop learning, never stop inquiring about different recipes and stuff. And cooking is a very important skill. A lot of people take for granted. So you can't cook. What do you mean? So I can't cook? I don't get that. Like, look at you with your backhanded comments, Harper. Just kidding. I'm like, what? How you dare ask me that and then go back and be like, yeah, you don't know how to cook. That is sad, child. That's not nice. I be nothing but nice to y'all. And you see how y'all do me? Alright, so I'm gonna clean up this area. I'm gonna spray some Lysol spray. Alright, I'm so mad. My freaking let my rambutans go bad. That's up. I was sick that week and I couldn't even eat them. I had to stay away from fresh fruit. So now, that's a lot of pork. It sure is. It's a lot of people that's gonna be eating. So now, let me grab my little recipe book. That's not a recipe book. It's just, I'm gonna have to double my recipe. Here's my little cheat sheet. You cooking for an army. I'm cooking for a party and I'm cooking for my family too. That's why we have 2 panels. It's really not even that big of a roast pork, actually. Compared to the sizes we normally buy, that's pretty small, if you ask me. Because they're both, well, one is like close to 8 pounds, and then the other one is 8 pounds. because that's what we're working with. So now is another fun part. Actually, I can wash off this knife. I can use this knife. This is nice and sharp, and I also use the sharp knife, right? We're gonna prepare our sofrito. So what we need is our fresh ingredients. That's on the other side of the kitchen. I gotta go run over and get those. And our so I have my Italian parsley. Wait. No, this is my cilantro. This is my curly parsley. Yeah. I was gonna do the Italian, but we decided to do that instead. And I have a whole clove of garlic. What I'm gonna do first is start peeling my garlic. Girl, you running down here like I said, I got something for you. I'm gonna put this scraps or something. I'm gonna put it in my compost bin. So we're gonna open this up so we can cut. Miss Queen just came back downstairs. It's Queen watching you cook off the camera. She literally just came back downstairs. She was sitting at the top of the steps. That's where she likes to go and nap when I'm in the kitchen for prolonged periods of time. That's normally her time during the day. She just be sleeping. Queen up. What are you doing? Why are you just nibbling on this? Huh? Everything is not for you. Now, of course, you come down here when I'm peeling the garlic. But she's here now. She's living right there. And she's what? Miss Nosy. What she gonna always do? Be in my business. So I like to take the big pieces of garlic and peel them, because this is what we're gonna use to actually stuff. Quay. Thank you. We're gonna stuff inside of our panel, so it's just a little bit easier to use the bigger pieces because you could cut them up and just, you know, insert them into the meat as so. But the other little small ones, I'm gonna smash those because that is what we're gonna use for our seasoning. I'll take my time with these. I don't know, I like peeling garlic. Some people like using garlic for certain things. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to using the jar stuff. But when you're making something fresh, when you're making like a big meat, like you want to have fresh ingredients. That's just me personally. All right, so we have 4 peels already. I might need another garlic. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Was it this week? Oh, no, that's next week. That's next week. I thought I missed my appointment. Oh, Thursday. Let's see, it's the 18th. Okay. My fault, y'all. I'm just thinking out loud. What y'all up to? What y'all up to right now? besides hanging with Tina Blangs. Okay, so the rest of this garlic, I'm about to just smash open and need a thicker knife. Oh man, let me see if this trick works. Sometimes it does. Oh no, I need the knife. Yeah. Let's try that. Are you an eggnog fan? I am. Eggnog fan to a certain extent. Now, I used to really, really, really enjoy eggnog, but now it's like I could do a cup or two. And you know I gotta have my eggnog spiked. But yeah, I enjoy eggnog. I remember we used to put, maybe I'll try that again this year. I used to put a little splash of eggnog in my hot cocoa, and that used to be so good. I feel like I could go for that. Have you ever tried that? Eggnog in your hot chocolate? If you haven't, I'll give it a try. If you really enjoy eggnog. It's kind of like adding the creamer into the eggnog. I almost forgot we used to do that. I have to remind my brother, like, you remember we used to do that? All right. Me too. It could be a little strong. It depends. You gotta just put a little bit. You gotta just put a little bit. Like, I add probably the same amount that I add to like my coffee. Like, just a little, you know, a little bit, about maybe a little less. But that is good. I told you. You see, we know what's good. We know what's good. All right, let's count on. I call it close. I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna need another one because that's not enough. For 2, that's not enough. So let me get one more bowl, bug got it. Got some little bowls already open. My uncle makes something like that, the strong cocoa. That strong cocoa. I ain't about that. That strong cocoa, it got a little libation up in there. That's what it sounds like. Now, I never tried like a cold hot chocolate. It's a famous spot, and they're like famous for their cold hot chocolate. I don't know if I like that. But I think I would like a frosty hot chocolate. Talking about frosty, I had a dream I went to Wendy's. I don't know why. I haven't been to Wendy's in that long. I was like going through the drive-thru, and I was like, oh my God, don't forget my chocolate frosty. It's like, girl, what? When the last time you had a frosty? Oh, my hands are gonna smell like so much garlic. I just feel them getting sticky. Oh, all right, this one's hard. Sorry for coming in your face like that. I gotta get the job done. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and chop all the little hats off. That's what I like to call them, the little hats. I'm going to try to cut these parts off before I slice it. I feel like it may make it a little bit easier. Okay. All right, that's all chopped up. Oops, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let me put this to the side. So that's boom, 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 boom. And then I'll use this. I still don't look like enough. Let's just make it all. That's one thing. My motto is you can never go wrong with too much garlic. Yeah, can never go wrong. Making me want some garlic bread right now. All this garlic smell. Oh, look, what? My hands are sticky. More like garlic juice. It's only chop. So let the wind believe. I got Mariah Carey in my head right now. Alright, so I'm going to cut my garlic in 3 little slices. Well, it depends on how big the garlic is. That's how much I'm gonna cut it. I like garlic. Yes, I don't like garlic. I love garlic. That is my favorite. I've never been one of those people. I ain't gonna eat garlic because it's gonna make my breath stink. That's what garlic does. I ain't good. That never stopped me. Hopefully, you know, if I have a mint, I have a mint. If I don't have a mint, then back up, because I just ain't good. Some of my favorite foods have the most garlic in it, so. Oh, if we keep on running down here like stuff is dropping on the floor, and she realized there's nothing on the floor. Definitely not gonna drop this garlic. It's crazy. I had a dog for 17 years and never known that garlic is toxic for dogs. Who would have known? Not I. All right, so these are all the pieces I will be using to put inside of the panini. I already have that chopped up. So now is the fun part, is chopping up all of our seasonings and adding it to my food processor. Now, I could, oh, I should have left the vinegar out. I need it. I need it. And we need the oil. The oil. So I got my vinegar, I got my oil. All right, where's the little piece of paper? Here we go. Here we go. So the ingredients list reads as followed. We have salt, pepper. Here's the black pepper. Oregano. Oh, where's my Dominican oregano? It should be in the other cabinet. I gotta check. Sofrito. Un poquito. Mi amigo. No. Oh, good. All right. We ain't got no sofrito in here. How do I know sofrito? I think it's another one. Let me check, because I should have my Dominicano. My Dominicano. Alright, so I found the sazon. Luini Maggi. Alright, so I don't have no more Dominican oregano. So we're not using no Dominican oregano because I don't have none. I am going to use some Sofrito though. Sofrito though. There we go. Alright. Now I'm ready to get the party started. I don't even know what this is called. As culantro. Culantro. That's what we're going to use. Some culantro. Alright. And my charger. My own. Yeah. Alright. Let me stop with my little fake accent. You know, here in the city, there's so many people with different dialects. So, why not? Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to put everything in my little food processor. So, first things first, we're going to add in our garlic. So, I'm just going to put my garlic up in our food processor. I do have a pilon, but I ain't using that. I'm not using that. But this is way quicker and damn, this do that kind of a lot. I'm gonna just put that in there. Oh, that queen. I ain't gonna be clicking out on my watch, girl. What should I use? Not too much, not too much. Queen, back up, girl. Damn. Alright, that's enough. So, I have my cilantro. I'm just going to grab a nice bunch in the beginning. I'm just going to chop her. I'm going to just chop that. It's a handful. Alright, so we're going to put our cilantro up in here. Just like that. It's all right. And then we have our fresh parsley. This is Italian parsley. That's why it's a little curly. Oh, no, is this curly parsley? You know, this is curly parsley. Italian parsley kind of look like cilantro. You got to be careful. All right, so a handful of each. I got a little bit more. Okay. What are you chewing on? And I'm happy I have a lot of cilantro for my rice as well. So we're going to shove that in here as well. So now we have this mixed together. I'm going to actually crunch it down a little bit so we can add in our dry ingredients. Let's give it some room. Okay. So now we have a little bit of room. I don't want to chop it up too much because we have to add in our other ingredients. I don't want it to be incorporated. We don't want this to be like mush. So now let's go ahead and start adding in our ingredients. Like I said, I have my stuff on this little note. So I'm just going to add as follow. We have to double the recipe because I'm making 2 paninis. Not 1, but 2. So keep that in mind. I'm not going overboard with the seasoning. And if I did, I did. And that's that. So we're going to add in 4 teaspoons, tablespoons, whatever, 4 of these. I don't remember which one this is, but I know that I use this one every time I cook. So 4 salts. I can't believe I make this. I feel like this is my traditional meat that I make every year. And crazy thing is, my homegirl, she thought I was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna make it neither, but I was like, I can't not make it because she had a full menu. So I'm like, oh, and I saw that other people wasn't making food. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. And I texted, I was like, you know what? Damn, like I can't even, I don't even think I'm gonna even, oh shit. All right, good. That was only, I only had to put 2 in there. I almost put 4. We start running my mouth. All right, and then 2 of the oregano. So we're gonna put 4. You gotta make it. They be looking forward to it. Yeah, she definitely was. She was like, yeah, girl, I was wondering, like, what was going on? Like, are you gonna make it or not? And I was like, yeah. So now I feel like that is my duty. And it do be good. Well, it is good, of course. I'm making it, but people be like, oh my God, it's so good. When did you have time to make this? I'm like, girl, you gotta wake up early. All right, put 2. All right, 3. All right, 1 more. All right, 4. Boom. We have that 4 in. All right, so now it's time to add in our sofrito. Oh yeah, we have 5 likes on the live. Oh yeah, and I am gonna add in a little bit of sazon, just 1 packet. Normally I'll add in half, but since we're making 2, what are we doing? Doubling the recipe. So I'm gonna add in 1 of those. And we're gonna rinse this off. So I have to add in 2 sofritos. So 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, this thing is getting super full. Hopefully everything just like falls down. All right, we almost there. I know this thing. You got like 6 likes on my phone. Okay, good. Thank you, Frankie Frog. So now for vinegar, we need to put in 4 tablespoons of vinegar. I hope this stuff fits. I might have to split it. I mean, oil. You know what? Let me see if I can push it down. Because if I can't, then... yeah, let's see. You know what? Let's let it spin a little bit before I add in the oil. Oh, you know what? We got in 2 oils. Ooh, damn. That was a lot. I'm going to just count that. All right, that's all the oil I'm going to put in. But she did just go overboard. Like, you was fiending to get up in there. All right, let's let it go. Okay, I feel like I got a little room to add in the vinegar. It's a little room to add the vinegar. So, same thing with the vinegar. We're going to add in 4 little spoons. 1, 2... Okay, I guess that and a little extra splash. Okay. This is the only recipe that you, oh, it's like 2 more that you'll see me measuring out. Because, you know, I measure for my what? So let's mix it. Okay, turning that color we want. We want it to turn like this nice orangey, greenish color. Okay, let's see how it's looking. I'm going to chop it up a little bit more. Alright, she's still a little chunky. Yep, she's looking good. So what I'm going to do is transfer her into a cute little bowl. Oh, it's heavy. Yeah, Prue, you don't need a measuring cup. Oh, for this recipe, you want a measuring cup because I don't make this often, and I don't want it to be too salty. And it's not my recipe. I got this recipe from somebody here on the tube, actually. Certain things I don't need to measure, but this, yes, indeed, I do need to measure it. Eventually, once I get the recipe down pat, if I make it more frequently too, I don't really need it. So here we go. Here is our seasoning that we will be using for the roast pork. You see that color? I definitely want to get that out of my food processor because it will stain it. I'm going to clean this off. That was pretty cool. I'm happy I got that done. And even better, I got that done with you all guys here to keep me company. I appreciate that, for real. Oh, I don't know why I looked over and thought I saw the fire and it was actually just moving at the time. That was crazy. I just saw blue. Where'd this go? Oh, wait. So now, I want to have like something to put that in. I guess I'll just use a mug. Yeah. I'll use a mug, actually. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put my parsley and cilantro in some mugs so that they stay nice and fresh. And if you ain't know, now you know. That's how you do it. So what you do is you get your parsley or cilantro or whatever leafy green. Cut it. It's like fresh flowers. And then boop, put it right in here. Even cilantro, they always have these long, super long stems on them. Cut it down. Like that. Boom. And now, your cilantro and parsley will stay good. If you want to take it a step further, you can put a plastic bag on top of them and that'll really keep them a little bit longer. But I will be using these in the very near future, so I'm not going to do all of that. I'm going to just keep it healthy. Okay, let's grab all our scrappies and get them ready for the compost bin. I've been heavy on my compost bin because next summer I need my pepper plants and my tomato plants popping. So we need to collect all the compost items. And it's also a good way to recycle. So it's like a win-win-win-win, which I love. If I could do my part, even if it's a small part, to help recycle and reduce trash and pollution, I'm gonna do it. And it's so easy. Just takes a few minutes to just think about it and just keep it in your routine. But if you can compost, do it. I really like that they have the compost bins where you could, oh my, what's that overspilling? Where you could insert your garbage if you want to, or you could have like a garbage bin and they'll pick up compost garbage. So it's like so many ways for you to actually compost. Like they're making it happen. I want to grow peppers this summer too. You should. They're really easy to grow, especially when you have a bud. Because the seeds, I didn't have much luck, but I think I did tell you how I got my pepper plants through the compost. I always tell people, throw your seeds in your compost bin. Like when you have, what is it called? Like peppers, old peppers, put them in your compost bin and watch, they will sprout, and take those sprouts out and grow them. My Venus 5 track showed no signs of growth. You were growing it from a seed, right? I think you said that you bought like a grow kit or something like that. Do they grow in any particular weather? Maybe you have to change the temperature. I know that plays a big part. Or maybe they need some sort of nutrients. So, all right, I'm going to have to wipe this down a bit bigger than this. So, yeah, y'all, that is pretty much it for now. I am going to, of course, put everything together, but I would like my panel to soak a little bit longer before I decide to take them out and get them cooking. Well, not cooking, but get them all seasoned. So I'm let that sit for probably about an hour, another hour or two, and then I will put the seasoning in and get it going. Yes, I'm growing it from a seed. It says it'll take a couple months. Okay, so we have to be a little patient. But after a couple months, if we see no, excuse me, if we don't see no growth, then I'm calling a fib. All right, y'all. I'm about to holler at y'all later. I'm going to come back on when it's time for me to season the panel. But until then, I'll holler back. Until then. All right. I'll see y'all later.